Wait, before we start, imagine this. The FIFA World Cup is finally here. You are sitting in a stadium in the United States. Thousands of fans are singing. Flags are everywhere. A fan from Brazil is sitting next to a fan from Japan. Someone from Morocco is taking pictures. Someone from Mexico is shouting with excitement. And suddenly, a stranger turns to you and says, "Who do you think will win the World Cup?" And your brain goes,
Exactly! You love football. You watch every match. You know every player. But speaking about football in English, that can be difficult. Your tongue suddenly feels like it's trying to play football without shoes.
No shoes, no goals, Paul. So today on English Vibe, we're going to fix that. You'll learn how to talk about the 2026 FIFA World Cup in natural English. And stay until the end because we'll also teach you how to give your World Cup prediction like a real football fan.
But wait, Emily, before we dive into the lesson, I have to tell you what happened to me this weekend. I was watching some classic football highlights on Sunday morning, and I got into a super sporty mood.
Oh, let me guess. Did you buy a football jersey that is 3 sizes too small for you?
No, worse. On Saturday night, I was watching a match with my friends, and I got so dramatic. At one missed chance in the 90th minute, I shouted so loudly that my neighbor actually knocked on the wall. I think my neighbor now supports quiet sports like chess or competitive sleeping.
Poor neighbor. But honestly, that's what tournaments do to us. On Sunday, I spent an hour at a cafe with a friend, and suddenly we were planning imaginary luxury trips to the World Cup host cities that we definitely cannot afford.
That sounds very realistic. We say if we go, we need tickets, money, time, energy, and then we just order more cheap coffee and stay home. But hey, that connects perfectly to today's topic. Let's move to the main conversation.
English Vibe.
Okay, Paul, let's start with one of the most important phrases you need for football conversations, rooting for.
Yes, many English learners know the word support, which is fine, but rooting for is what native speakers actually say in casual conversations. It means supporting and hoping a specific team or player wins. For example, who are you rooting for this year?
Exactly. And people root for teams based on the kind of matches they enjoy. Some people love close matches, some prefer tactical, smart games, and some, like me, prefer high-scoring, exciting matches with lots of goals.
Oh, speaking of rooting for teams and watching matches, imagine this mini story. You're visiting New York City during the World Cup, and you enter a crowded cafe to watch a game.
Oh, I can see it now. A Brazilian fan is cheering warmly. An Argentine fan is arguing loudly. An English fan is biting his nails looking so nervous. And a French fan is sitting in the corner drinking his coffee quietly.
Then suddenly, England scores!
Oh no.
The English fan jumps in the air with excitement. His arms fly up and boom! Coffee goes everywhere, right onto the French fan's clean white short.
The French fan is suddenly very, very unhappy.
And that, my friends, is international friendship, World Cup style.
With a side of hot coffee. So if you are in a cafe, you can say, "I'm rooting for Italy, but I just hope nobody spills coffee on me."
Now let's move to Section 2, New Teams, New Dreams. Another exciting thing about the 2026 World Cup is that more teams will participate.
Exactly. Previous tournaments had 32 teams. Now there will be 48 teams.
Which means more countries, more matches, and definitely more crazy surprises.
And best of all, some countries will qualify for the first time ever.
Let's look at that important word, qualify. It means to successfully reach the tournament after winning the early qualification matches. For example, Canada qualified, or Japan qualified, or hopefully, my country qualified.
That is one of my favorite parts of the World Cup. Imagine waiting your entire life to see your country reach the big stage.
Then the moment happens. They qualify, and suddenly the entire nation is out in the streets celebrating until 4 a.m.
Yes, it gives the underdogs a chance to dream big. An underdog is a smaller team that people expect to lose, but they play with so much heart.
Okay, Paul, let's move to Section 3. Messi, Ronaldo, and Salah. Let's talk about the megastars.
The question everyone online is asking, will Messi be there? Will Ronaldo be there? Will Salah be there?
Nobody knows for sure yet, but football fans around the world are holding their breath and hoping.
Especially because this could be one of the final World Cups for some legendary players.
Vocabulary check. Legend. A legend is a player everyone remembers, respects, and talks about for decades because they did something historic.
Exactly. Messi is a legend. Ronaldo is a legend.
And if you're from Egypt, Mohamed Salah is definitely a legend. In fact, Egyptian fans are probably smiling right now listening to us.
Oh, absolutely. Or they are currently preparing a 45-minute presentation with charts and videos explaining exactly why Salah is the best player in human history.
I've met those fans. They are incredibly passionate and very convincing.
They really are. And if you love Salah or want to cheer for Egypt, here is a beautiful, fluent phrase you can use. I hope the Egyptian national team wins as many matches as possible. Let's practice that one, guys.
That's a beautiful phrase, Paul. Now, when the tournament starts, you will hear people talking about two different stages, the group stage and the knockout stage.
The group stage is the early part where teams play to get points. Matches here can end in a draw, which means a tie, like a 1-1 or 0-0 score.
But the knockout stage is pure drama. If a team loses, they are knocked out. They go home immediately. You can say, I love the knockout stage because the pressure feels much higher.
So, Emily, what is your prediction for the tournament? A prediction is your guess about what will happen in the future.
To sound natural, I'll use softer language since I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be a very close tournament, but I expect a few surprise results in the knockout stage. What about you, Paul?
My prediction? I predict that I will lose my voice from shouting at the TV screen.
Now, Paul, let's look at a question every fan asks before a big match. Who do you think will do well in the tournament? How can our friends answer without sounding too overconfident?
To make a prediction, which is your guess about the future, it's great to use softer language in English. You can say, it's hard to say, but I expect some traditional football countries to perform strongly. Or you can say, I don't know who will win, but I think the tournament will be very competitive.
Competitive. That's a star word. It means strong, challenging, and hard to predict because many teams have a good level. You can also say, I think there will be a few surprise results. Football is beautiful because of those surprises. Speaking of the tournament, which of the three host countries are you most excited about, Emily? Honestly, I'm excited about all three host countries for different reasons. I'm excited about Mexico because the football culture there is incredibly passionate. I'm interested in the United States because I think the event will be huge and international. And I'm curious about Canada because it adds something fresh and new to the tournament.
Wow, look at you. You sound like a calm, balanced football expert. Enjoy that feeling while it lasts. But tell me, how do you usually watch the World Cup matches?
I prefer watching alone at home, especially for important matches, because I can focus much better. I don't want anyone talking while the game is on. What about you?
Are you kidding? I'm the exact opposite. I love watching with friends. There is more noise, more emotion, more shouting, and most importantly, more free snacks. You can say, I like watching with friends because the atmosphere is more fun.
Vocabulary pop-up. Atmosphere means the general feeling of a place or situation. In football, a great atmosphere means the crowd is excited, loud, and emotionally involved.
Exactly. Like when I shout so loudly at the TV that my neighbor knocks on the wall, that was an intense atmosphere.
Definitely. Now, Paul, what if a stranger asks you, do you think the new format is interesting?
You don't need to explain the whole complicated FIFA point system. Keep it simple and give a clear opinion. You can say, yes, I think it's interesting because more teams can take part. Or, I'm curious about the new format because it may create more variety. That's perfect. A larger tournament with 48 teams means we get to see the group stage and the knockout stage with completely new faces. The group stage is the early part where teams play to get points. Matches can end in a draw, which means a tie, like 1-1. But the knockout stage is pure drama. If a team loses, they are out. No second chances. I love that pressure. It gives the underdogs a chance to make history, like our legend Mohamed Salah and the Egyptian national team. Let's practice our favorite fluent phrase again. I hope the Egyptian national team wins as many matches as possible. Yes, and if they qualify for the knockout stage, the atmosphere will be absolutely electric.
What if the match ends in a tie? What do we say in English if there is no winner?
Then you can use a very popular football word, draw. You can say, the match ended in a draw.
Ah, so draw means both teams finished with the same score, like 1-1 or 2-2.
Exactly. And if the match was full of action and the scores were very tight until the last second, you can say, that was a close game.
Oh, I love that phrase. It means the result was very near and both teams played at a similar level. But Paul, what about match reactions? When people watch football, they don't speak in full academic sentences. They just shout short, emotional things.
Oh, absolutely. If you are watching a match with native speakers, you will hear these exact phrases all the time. What a goal! That was close! What a save! They need to defend better. That was a big mistake.
And if the match is full of pressure, nerves, and nobody knows who will win, you can say, "This match is really tense."
Tense is a perfect word here. It means full of nervous energy and high pressure.
So, during a big World Cup match, I can turn to you and say, "Paul, this game is so tense, I don't know who will score next."
And I will probably answer, "Emily, please be quiet. I am too tense to reply."
Another topic people talk about a lot is the crowd and the fans inside the stadium.
Yes, if you want to describe the crowd in natural English, you can say the crowd was amazing. The fans created an incredible atmosphere. The stadium was so loud and energetic.
Oh, these are great phrases for travel English, too. If someone is lucky enough to attend a match in person during the World Cup, they can describe their experience after the game by saying, "The stadium was completely full, the crowd was passionate, and the energy was unbelievable."
And you can add a personal detail like, "It was my first time watching such a big international match live." Personal details always make your English sound more natural and powerful.
But wait, Paul, what if someone is not a football expert? What if they don't know anything about tactics or players, but they still want to join the conversation at a party or at work?
No problem at all. You don't need to be a professional coach to enjoy the vibe. We call these survival phrases for non-fans. I'm not a huge football expert, but I really enjoy big tournaments. I don't know every team, but I absolutely love the international atmosphere.
I love those. They are perfect survival answers. You just need a little honest interest and a few simple phrases to feel included.
Exactly. Now, what about travel plans? Many people dream of traveling to the USA, Canada, or Mexico to see a game in person.
Yes, in English they can say, "Watching the World Cup in person would be an amazing experience." Or, "I've never seen an international match live, but I'd really love to."
Vocabulary tip. Remember the word live here. Watching a match live means you are physically sitting inside the stadium, breathing the same air as the players, not sitting on your couch in your pajamas watching it on TV.
Hey, watching in pajamas is a great atmosphere too, Paul. Less walking, more snacks.
Paul, let's think about the big picture. What if someone asks you a deeper question? Like, why do you think the World Cup is so popular around the world? What can we say?
That is a beautiful question. To give a strong, impressive answer in English, you can say, "I think it's popular because it brings together countries, cultures, and fans from all over the world. It's famous because the matches feel very important and emotional."
Oh, those are powerful answers. I would also add, people love it because it creates a feeling of shared excitement.
Shared excitement. I love that phrase, Emily, because at the end of the day, the World Cup isn't just about 22 players kicking a ball. It's about the conversations, the memories, the national pride, and the crazy emotions we all share together.
Smiling, that is beautiful, Paul. Who knew you could be so poetic?
I have my moments, Emily, usually after my fourth cup of coffee.
Good, Paul. All right, Paul, before we finish today's lesson, let's give our English Vibe family a quick starter pack. If a learner wants just 5 easy, essential phrases to survive any World Cup conversation, what should they remember? If you memorize just these 5 phrases, you can join almost any football discussion with confidence. Which team are you supporting? Who are you rooting for? I think it will be a close game. The atmosphere is amazing. I'd love to watch a match live. That is a perfect starter pack. Simple, real, and incredibly useful. With these 5 phrases, you are ready to talk football like a pro.
Typical Paul. All right, English Vibe family, let's do a quick recap of today's star vocabulary. 1, rooting for, supporting a team or player casually. 2, qualify, to successfully earn a place in the tournament. 3, legend, a highly respected historic player. 4, draw, a match ending with equal scores. 5, prediction, your guess about the future.
And now, our question of the day for you, our amazing global family. Who are you rooting for in the 2026 World Cup, and what is your prediction for the winning team?
Please write your answers in the comments using these simple templates to practice your English right now. I am rooting for country because reason. My prediction for the winner is country.
Write your comments below. We read every single one of them. And we promise, no matter who you support, we won't spill coffee on your shirt.
Yes, no coffee stains here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today on English Vibe. If you loved this lesson, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and enjoy the beautiful game. Take care and goodbye, everyone. Bye.